guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video with your friends because I'll be posting 2 videos every week. Okay, so today's video I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of background story about my whole traveling journey. The whole school's admission came in like 2 months late, so imagine if they said 3 months before the intended date of travel, and I applied around September, so that's October, November, December. So that means even if I was going to get an interview, I've gotten an interview in December. So my school was still cool with that anyways. That was what I was told. But September, October, November, December, January, February, March, no interview dates. It went on like that, and then towards December I applied to other schools in Germany, thinking maybe I could go with their spring intake, because Germany has spring intake and winter intake. I think they just call them summer semester, so I don't know. So that was the plan. So in December I applied to I think like 2 different schools in Germany, and of course fast forward to 2020, beginning of 2020, I got admission into the Göttingen now. Yeah, I got admission into 2 of the schools I applied to. So I decided, okay, there's still hope that maybe even if I choose to forget my initial admission to University of Bremen, that could still, I could still go on with the whole visa interview process, because I have a new admission letter for a new semester, right? So I kept on waiting. So I decided, okay, let me just fund my block account. If you don't know what a block account is, it's a requirement for Germany visa processing. You're supposed to open an account in Germany and fund it with 10,000 euros. Yeah, 10,000 euros. So that will serve as your proof of funds to be able to process your visa, so that they will know that, okay, you have money to take care of yourself for at least the first year. I mean, they usually give visa for the first year, right? So that's what a block account is. So I decided to fund my block account. So I funded the block account, I think in March 2020. So don't forget, we have 10,000 euros in block account, and and then the waiting continued. I continued waiting for visa interview dates. I was on Nairaland, like they were paying me money to be on Nairaland every blessed day. I will read threads, I will hear people's sad story, success story, this one story, and I was always having mixed feelings. And I was during this period, the plan was to come to Nigeria, get my visa and go back, and it was just not working. So I was very sad. I didn't have a job. That time I started looking for jobs, or of course, during that time I started looking for jobs. It was during that time I started my YouTube channel last year, thinking, okay, I was going to just do that temporarily till I leave. Everything was just all around the whole living thing. Chapa by force. So it went on like that, and I left Lagos. I decided to go back to Ibadan, which is my birthplace. Yeah, I was given birth in Ibadan. My family stays in Ibadan. My parents stay in Ibadan. So I moved back to Ibadan, and the waiting continued. But then one thing that I did differently this time around was I opened my Space World, and I decided to apply to other countries, other admissions. So I was checking for applications, and this was when lockdown started, like when the whole pandemic thing started last year. When the lockdown was, when we were deep into it, around April time, that was when I went to Ibadan. So I started checking out schools and countries, considering the fact that I don't have so much of a fund, and I did not just want to be so much of a burden on my family members. So I was checking out for schools. I submitted a lot of applications to schools in Ireland, in the US, schools in UK, schools in fact different countries, and of course even in Hungary. But around the time I started applying to other places, admissions were limited considering some schools would want, some countries, some universities in some countries would have wanted, what's it called, for applicants to apply the previous year for an intake for the next year. Do you understand? So my options were limited, so I didn't have like a broad space of schools to apply for. It was just like, why must everything be so difficult with Nigerians? Like, I just want to go for my master's. Is that too much to ask? It was just crazy. And I got a couple of admissions, and I started shifting from the whole Germany thing, and I just started focusing on other places. I got a couple of admissions, but some that when I went through, because I didn't want to go through the whole stressful waiting period thing. So that was like a criteria for me. Like any other place I'm applying to, I want a place where the visa processing is not as stressful as Germany, especially getting an interview date, because that was like the headache that I had with the Germany process. Yeah. So that just went on, and then my brother's friend told him about me applying to Italy. So I applied to Italy. I got a couple of admissions as well, and then the interview process came on board, and I went. There was no interview actually. Just had to like submit your documents, submit some proof of funds, this, that, blah blah blah. I did all of that, and my brother's friend was like following me through all the process. He went through my documents, said it was fine, that I would definitely get the visa. My people, my visa was rejected. Well, at this point, I was like, no, it's not even funny again. Like, this is my village, people. No. Like, it was at this point, I said, no, this is beyond the physical. You understand? I was very, very sad. I cried, of course. I cried my eyes out. I was just like, I began to like ask myself, like, what do you want out of life? Like, it became that serious. It was mad. So yes, I was just, I don't even know how to explain the whole thing, but it was not funny. It was not funny. The money, the time, the money that's gone into it, the time, the effort, everything, the psychological effect that he had on me was. But I just had to move. We move. So just had to like move away from it, and I started afresh. 2020 I started 2021. 2020 just went like that with the whole visa rejection. I just stopped, and then in 2021, with everything that happened in 2020, with the whole NSAS thing, it was just like a reminder to me that I needed to do something for myself. Like, a foreign education will make a difference. Like, that was just what I kept on telling myself, that a foreign education will make a difference, that I should not give up on this, trying to get a foreign education and trying to get a foreign degree. So 2021, no, like December 2020, my brother's friend introduced me to an agent, and then we talked about Poland, and I said, well, at this junction, the enthusiasm to go on with the whole process was not there. I just said, well, we should just start the process. I mean, he even said we should just pay him, was it 50K or 40,000? I can't remember. My brother just gave him, my brother paid the money. So he just said I should send my document. I did, I sent all my document, and I was just moving on with my life. I had already gotten engaged with other things. I started working, so I was just working, and I was not even paying so much attention to it. So until he sent me the admission letter, I'm like, so we are still doing this. So that was just it for me. So when he sent me the admission letter, then he tried to explain the whole visa process, and even though I didn't really understand it that well. So when he sent me the admission letter, I was just like, okay, you know what? I was just telling myself that the worst case scenario, like what's the worst thing that will happen is them giving me like another visa rejection, and then it's not going to be the end of the world. It's not like I'm suffering or I don't have food to eat or I don't have anything. I was just like, you don't have anything to lose. So the only thing you might most likely will lose is the funds for the whole processing. But then God will continue to provide. So I just decided to like pay attention to the whole process and just go through with it. And as God will have it, March 2021, I got my Poland visa. I'd already started online classes. In fact, when I started the online class, I was just telling myself that this is like Italy all over again, because the admission I had for Italy, I'd already started online classes with them as well. Like we were like a week or 2 weeks into lectures, and visa rejection came. So I was just like, Tolapa, what are you doing to yourself again? But God we have it. My visa came, and here I am in Poland. I've been studying for my master's, trying to get my master's degree, and hopefully work here in Poland after my master's, and just continue to like take life a step at a time, and do things I really really want, and kind of things I'm passionate about, like this YouTube channel. So that has been my relocation story. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed my story and you followed, and I really hope that it motivates you to not give up on what you really really want, things that you're after. So that's it. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and tell me, just comment down below, tell me what it is that you've chased before and you felt like you should give up on it, and maybe God just made a way for you. I really love to hear from you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.